Tonight on Denver 7 News at 6.
We pretty much take care of each other.
Colorado digs out.
Just trying to do my best to find my way home.
Sleds down.
Yeah, we ski, we sled. It's a great time.
And powers up.
I'm seeing some optimistic body language through the XL guys, so I think that means things are going like they should.
Denver just endured its 4th largest snow on record.
We can't wait to talk all about it.
We do. This is part of Colorado living. That's why we love it, right?
That's right. Good evening and thanks for watching Denver 7. I'm Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Shannon Ogden. Our backs are sore from shoveling, our snack supply is depleted, and the roads in our neighborhoods are still plenty slick. But thanks to advance warning from Mike and the storm team, that's really the long and the short of our complaints.
Of course, others haven't been so fortunate. Tens of thousands of Coloradans lost power. Trees collapsed under the weight of the snow, and that's always fun to clean up.
A lot of people got stuck, most at home, some on the highway.
Denver 7's Megan Lopez leads tonight's team coverage of the Great March Dig Out. And Megan, you're in Castle Rock tonight. How are the roads out that way?
Well, so the highways and some of those main roads are nice and clear, guys. How clear? I probably could have driven my Civic on it, although I did not risk it today. The real problems this morning leading into this afternoon were some of these side roads, although you can see the pavement right now, so it's a lot better. The problem, though, is going to be getting this snow clear so that you can actually get out of your driveway. But we spoke with a group of dads that were out around town trying to help out.
On a beautiful Colorado day after an epic Colorado snowstorm, the Great Dig Out begins. The sun above helping melt the heavy snow below while plows try to clear a path through neighborhoods.
So this storm was, it was expected, but not at the same time.
Some even getting stuck in the process. And so were a few cars.
You don't have any traction on your front wheels, you know, way down on the back, you're not going to get any traction.
But that's the thing about Castle Rock.
If you know Castle Rock, I always like to say we're a very small, big town.
When a neighbor is in need, the community comes together.
Castle Rock, we pretty much take care of each other for the most part.
Brad Schultz and Robert ZEARING are members of Dads of Castle Rock.
We started a Facebook group just for kind of dads to get together and, you know, we did cornhole tournaments and got together at the local breweries.
When the group kept growing, they became a nonprofit aimed at helping out.
If there's a good cause, we're interested.
And this weekend, there was a lot of need.
Pulling cars out, snow blowing, shoveling driveways.
Rescuing cars out of the ditch, helping people kind of wherever they need help.
But their biggest rescue was a horse named Izzy.
Last night was a real bad one. One of the horses got stuck in the blizzard, couldn't get out.
Within a couple of minutes, you know, there was a handful of dads and some other community members. They were out there trucking along, getting themselves stuck, getting themselves unstuck.
Saved the horse, and it's just a group effort for everybody.
Today,
Good girl, Izzy.
Izzy is doing a lot better. And the group is back out once again helping shovel driveways and getting cars unstuck.
We got some tow ropes.
Because this dad's group is a community. And when a neighbor is in need, they're here to help.
If we can get this community involvement everywhere, how much better would this world be?
How much better would this world be indeed? So yeah, still a lot of work to do out here to clear some of the roads. It's kind of like a one-way one right here, but this is the best part, right? Kids getting to enjoy the snow and getting to have a little bit of fun. But guess what, guys? There's more snow on the way. I'm sure Mike Nelson will be talking all about that. So just brace yourselves. I'm live in Castle Rock. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
Thank you, Megan, and nice work, dads. DIA is getting back to normal following Sunday's ground stop. 4 of 6 runways reopened this afternoon. And just as important, Pena Boulevard's no longer the parking lot it was this morning.
We got stuck. We tried to wait it out for a little bit. Tons of people were stuck behind us, and everyone's like, just wait it out, just wait it out. People are going to come. That was at like 3 o'clock, and then we didn't get picked up till around 9:30. Nobody came for us. We just had to stop a police officer and was like, please, we're running out of gas. Please take us with you.
Improvements aside, nobody's going to blame you for taking the A-line to the airport instead of driving.
Tens of thousands of people lost power at some point during this storm. Northern Colorado was hit hardest of all. Denver 7 Sloan Dickey joins us live from Fort Collins with that tonight. And Sloan, utility crews have made a lot of headway over the last couple of hours.
Yeah, they certainly have made a lot of headway, but there's still a lot of snow, as you can see behind me, sitting in those trees. That's caused multiple downed power lines, causing lots of power blackouts. We have heard from neighbors here in this neighborhood, neighborhoods here in Fort Collins, who said that they just got their power back this afternoon.
I shoveled 2 feet yesterday. all the way to the edge.
It's good to have friends.
And my wonderful neighbor with the tractor helped me with this.
When digging out after a snowstorm.
2 feet. 2 feet yesterday. I measured.
This neighborhood took the brunt of the winter weather that hit over the weekend.
I could hear like cracks all over last night with the branches breaking.
And the aftermath is pretty clear.
I've been without power for about a few hours last night, and then it's been in and out.
Some of Victoria's neighbors have been without power for 2 days, the power returning just as we arrived.
We just, for the first time for about 30 hours, are with power now, which is great. And we can do dishes now, we can make food.
XL Energy making the rounds, fixing the damage.
We have lots of crews up in the Greeley, Fort Collins area.
XL predicts thousands in the Fort Collins and Greeley area went dark as tree branches snapped and took power lines to the ground with them.
They're able to be dispatched out to do the repairs that impact the most customers first.
It's expected to take several days for everyone's power to be restored.
We have crews out in pretty dangerous and tough situations still as snow is being cleared.
In the meantime, neighbors here doing what neighbors do best.
Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Better when something like this shows up to help. Good to see neighbors helping neighbors. Now, XL says there are still many spots to get to, and if you live in a rural area that's tough to get to, it might take a little while for them to get you. And you've noticed that there's still some snow sitting up in the trees, so if there are power outages in the next few days, be sure to report that to XL by calling them or going online and checking in. Reporting live in Fort Collins, Sloan Dickey, Denver7.
All right, thank you, Sloan. Now, all that snow has to go somewhere when it melts, and unfortunately for Joyride Brewing, that somewhere is right at its doorstep. Denver7's Liz Gilardi has that story from Edgewater. Liz?
Well, we're seeing firsthand just how fast that snow is melting. I mean, there is a river running down Sheridan Boulevard, and right over here, the water is pooling up around these picnic tables at Joyride Brewing, where owners are worried about flooding because it's happened before. Water is rushing by Joyride Brewing.
Oh yeah, this is only gonna get worse.
Where owner Dave Bergen is trying to keep the storm drain clear.
Now it's all melting away. And now we got to deal with the Sheridan River.
If you're not familiar with the Sheridan River, Bergen says it pops up a couple times a year, usually after a big rainstorm, or in this case, snowstorm turned snow melt.
We're here at 25th and Sheridan.
And his brewery is located at the low point.
And so you can see the water is already starting to come up the sidewalk and eventually moves this way and can come in through the front door.
They've had problems with flooding before, but the only thing Bergen wants flowing today is the beer. He's hoping he can keep the place dry, including his outdoor seating area.
Probably no one's gonna want to be at this table as it's pretty soggy here.
On their rooftop, customers were happy to see the sunshine.
I was supposed to actually fly this morning and my flights got canceled, so here I am having a beer.
And after shoveling all morning,
oh, my feet got completely soaked a while ago.
Bergen was about ready for a beer too.
You really earn your beer when you work here.
Well, he earned that beer indeed. And you know, I think Coloradans, they're willing to brave the water, snow, ice for a good beer. And they said even yesterday, people were still sitting outside. People are sitting outside today, and you know, this outdoor seating is really important to, you know, restaurants and places like this because their indoor capacity is still 50%, and you know, there's some brave people willing to sit out here despite the water, despite the snow. Reporting live, Liz Gilardi, Denver7.
Coloradans are definitely brave. All right, thank you for that. Okay, we're not going to name names, but a lot of people were laughing at Colorado's meteorologists on Saturday.
Who's laughing now? Mike Nelson has beaten back the trolls and proven once again why so many people trust him to deliver the forecast.
All right, Mike, you could take a victory lap, but you're already busy tracking snow again.
Oh, it's okay. And I'll reference an obscure 1960s cartoon called Super Chicken. I knew the job was dangerous when I took it. It's okay. Let me show you what's happening right now. The skies are sunny. And this is what we have out there at the moment as far as snowfall from this. Look what it did to our totals. 27.2 so far in the month of March. So for the season, we've had 60 inches of snow, and that's 20 above where we should normally be by this time in mid-March. There are still a few scattered showers and flurries off to the east of us, but the big story tonight is a dense fog advisory, because all of that snow has put a whole bunch of moisture at low levels of the atmosphere. As temperatures get colder tonight, watch out for some fog down to about 100 feet visibility by early tomorrow morning. We do have more snow on the way. I'll have more details on that in just a few minutes.
Super chicken. Boy, you were digging. All right, thanks, Mike. Neither snow nor rain or heat nor gloom of night. Postal workers in Fort Collins showed up to work this morning with shovels in hand. Look at that guy. He's wearing shorts. And now it's your turn to do the same.
If you could, at least get your sidewalk cleared and a path to your mailbox. Get your mailbox available for your mail. You know, it is your mail that we're trying to give to you. So, you know, help us help you.
And that is a valid point. Now, delivery routes were disrupted today because, I mean, really, how could they not have been? Everything should return to normal, hopefully by tomorrow.
Boulder police have now arrested 5 people over the CU Hill affair. Charges range from engaging in a riot to violating a public health order to felony attempted assault on a peace officer. There are more arrests expected. Colorado's unemployment rate 6.6% in January, down from December, but still higher than the national average of 6.3%. Overall, though, these numbers are trending in the right direction.
I think it's reasonable to expect Colorado to follow the U.S. trend in a declining unemployment rate. So I do expect a gradual decline in the unemployment rate in the springtime. And then as we move to summer, and we get better weather, further rate of vaccinations, I expect hopefully recovery to accelerate.
The leisure and hospitality sector posted the biggest gains in January. 21,000 jobs were filled as restaurants, bars, and hotels expanded capacity.
And then there were 5. Military vet and recent Colorado transplant Greg Smith is the first of 6 candidates to drop out of the race for Congressional District 3. That seat is currently held by Congresswoman Lauren Boebert. Smith had been in the running for 2 months. It's unknown how much money his campaign received during that time.
Still some lingering snow out there, and more on the way. Later tonight, we're going to get dense fog.
Off the school-issued computer onto the sled. We're doing snow days the right way after the break.
Snow's the best.